Welcome back. We've been digging through a whole load of shared notes, really zeroing in on something critical for living well right now in 2025.
Yeah, how to genuinely support your body's own defense system.
Exactly. And it's more than just, dodging a cold.
Oh, definitely.
Hmm.
It's about understanding this incredibly complex network, the immune system, and figuring out how we actually help it succeed.
Especially with like modern life, crowded places, weird environmental stuff.
All those curveballs, yeah.
So thinking about the immune system, maybe not like a fortress, more like a really smart bouncer at a club.
That's a great way to put it. Layers of security, checking IDs, knows who's trouble.
Right. And the notes mention two main ways it works.
There's the first line, the immediate stuff. That's innate immunity, like a quick general check for anything odd.
Kind of pat down.
Exactly. And then there's the really smart part, adaptive immunity.
Ah, the one that learns, remembers the troublemakers.
Precisely. It tailors the response, gets
Yeah.
better over time. It's dynamic, a learning network, truly.
Okay, so our mission here, going through these insights, is to pull out the practical stuff.
Right. Actionable steps,
Yeah.
what actually makes a difference, based on what we've gathered.
Cut through the noise, basically, make it understandable, usable.
Let's do it.
Okay, so where do we start? The notes seemed pretty clear. The foundation, fuel.
Yeah, that came through loud and clear. If your immune system is that bouncer, food is,
Filler.
well, it's the gym membership, the training
The
gear.
raw materials to stay sharp.
Totally. You can't expect a top performance from a bouncer running on fumes, right?
Makes sense. So what specific nutrients kept popping up in the notes? The non-negotiables.
Vitamin C was right there at the top. Classic, maybe, but essential
Why exactly?
for producing white blood cells. Those are your frontline security guys, the patrols.
And we're talking real food here, not sugary drinks.
Oh, absolutely. The notes stress that. Oranges, strawberries, bell peppers, kiwis. We get the whole package. Your body knows the difference.
Okay, what else?
Zinc. Definitely zinc. It's got the unsung hero.
Unsung. How so?
It's vital for the immune cells to actually talk to each other. Communication. Plus, it helps manage inflammation, keeping the response balanced.
Like the security team's walkie-talkies, keeping things calm.
Good analogy, yeah. You find it in nuts, seeds, lentils, lean meats.
The notes mention oysters, but maybe something easier.
Oysters are super high, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but pumpkin seeds are great too.
Yeah.
Much more doable day to day for most people.
Gotcha. What about protein?
Another fundamental, protein is needed to build antibodies.
Antibodies, those are the specific weapons, right?
Exactly. The little missiles the adaptive system makes for threats it recognizes. Can't build those without protein.
So eggs, fish, chicken, tofu, beans, quality sources.
Right. The takeaway was clear. You can't fuel this system properly on junk food. It just doesn't work. Your immune system basically sends you hate mail.
Huh. Okay. And there was something else huge related to food, the gut.
Yes. Huge insight. Probiotics and gut health. Because something like, what was it, 70% of your immune system is actually located in your gut.
70%. Seriously, that's massive.
It's mind-blowing, isn't it? The bacteria in your gut are basically training a huge part of your immune force.
Wow. So the gut environment is like the command center?
Pretty much. They interact directly with immune cells, influencing how they respond everywhere else. So things like yogurt, kefir,
Kimchi?
pickles.
Yep. Those fermented foods can help. Maybe give fair warning about the kimchi aroma, though.
Good call. So, bottom line on food, fuel it right. Nutrient-dense stuff gives it the tools. Junk food actively works against it.
Couldn't have said it better. It's not just empty calories, it's sabotage.
Okay, so that's fuel. What about activity, getting things moving?
Exercise. The notes had a great way of putting it, like a motivational speech for your immune cells. Get some circulating, patrolling.
Got our surveillance.
Right. And the key word that kept coming up was moderate.
Not extreme Iron Man stuff.
No, definitely not. We're talking maybe 30 minutes most days. Brisk walking, cycling is great. Even just dancing around your living room counts.
And there's a specific benefit to that moderate level. Yeah, it increases the activity of your natural killer cells, NK cells.
Those sound serious.
They are. They're like the body's rapid response team for viruses and potentially cancerous cells. Moderate exercise makes them more active.
But there's a catch, right? The notes mention not overdoing it.
Crucial point. Yes. Really intense, prolonged exercise, especially without rest, can actually stress the immune system.
Like making that bouncer work double shifts constantly.
Exactly like that. Stress hormones go up, immune function can dip temporarily. It's about finding that sweet spot.
The Goldilocks zone.
Precisely. Support the system, don't exhaust it. Consistent, sustainable movement is the goal.
Okay, movement gets the patrols out. What about downtime, repair time?
Sleep. Prioritizing rest was another huge pillar in the notes. If exercise is the patrol, sleep is essential maintenance and planning time.
It's not just feeling tired then, if you skip sleep.
Not at all. During sleep, your body is busy repairing tissues, making immune memory stick, producing key immune cells and signaling molecules, cytokines.
So cutting sleep short disrupts all that building and strategizing.
Fundamentally, yes. You're sending your defenses out with, like, old maps and dull equipment.
And the magic number is?
For adults, the consensus is 7 to 9 hours a night. Kids and teens need more, of course.
How do we actually get that quality sleep? Life's busy.
Create the right environment. Treat your bedroom like a sleep sanctuary. Cool, dark, quiet.
And screens.
Ditch the screens at least an hour before bed. That blue light is terrible for your natural sleep cycle.
Find a wind-down routine.
Yeah, something calming. Reading a book, a warm bath, maybe some chamomile tea.
Definitely not an energy drink before bed.
It's a light chuckle. Definitely not. It's like, are we helping the bouncer rest or forcing them to pull an all-nighter on caffeine? The immune system is probably just rolling its eyes.
Okay, food, movement, sleep. What about the stuff going on inside our heads? Stress.
Major factor. Stress came up again and again. The notes called it an annoying party crasher for your immune system.
How does it crash the party?
Chronic stress means higher levels of cortisol. That hormone, over time, actively suppresses your immune response, weakens the defenses.
And stress feels unavoidable sometimes.
It does. But the good news from the notes is that even small, consistent efforts help manage it. Things like mindfulness, meditation.
Even just 5 minutes.
Even 5 minutes a day can lower cortisol. There are apps for that, guides.
Or finding your own thing.
Exactly. Your personal Zen zone could be yoga, gardening, painting, singing badly in the car. Whatever truly calms you.
And laughter.
Laughter is brilliant, a great immediate stress reliever.
What if it feels like more than just daily stress? Really overwhelming.
The notes tackle that too. Seeking professional help, a therapist, a counselor, is a sign of strength, not weakness.
Like a personal trainer for your brain.
Perfect analogy. It helps you build coping strategies. Stress isn't just mental, it hits physically. Makes sense the immune system might feel like it needs therapy sometimes from all that chronic pressure.
Shifting gears slightly, something super basic but vital that was mentioned, hydration.
Water, positioned as the unsung MVP, keeps all your cells, including immune cells, working properly. Helps move nutrients, flush waste.
And being dehydrated.
Weakens the system, like trying to operate in a desert without supplies. Everything just functions less effectively.
How much are we aiming for?
The general guideline was about 8 to 10 cups a day. Maybe more if you're active or it's hot.
Does it have to be plain water?
Not necessarily. Herbal teas, broths count. Even water-rich foods like cucumber, watermelon add to it.
Any tips for making plain water less plain?
Sure. Add lemon, cucumber slices, mint. Just try to avoid loading up on sugary drinks instead. That adds stress the immune system doesn't need. It's so simple but foundational.
Yeah.
If you're just drinking coffee all day, your immune system is probably filing a complaint about poor working conditions.
Huh. Okay, daily habits covered. What about help from the outside, external support?
Right. This is where vaccines and regular checkups fit in.
Vaccines is a cheat sheet.
That's how the notes put it. They give your immune system a safe preview of a threat, like a little piece of a virus. So it learns to recognize it and builds a defense before the real danger shows up.
Like the flu shot, COVID boosters.
Exactly. Staying up to date based on recommendations. Resources like the CDC have schedules, like prepping the defense strategy in advance.
And doctor checkups.
Think of them as performance reviews for your health, catching things early. Plus, they can spot deficiencies, like low vitamin D, which the notes flagged as important for immunity.
So getting vaccinated is like being the prepared student in gym class.
Pretty much. You did the homework.
Okay, beyond those.
Yeah.
Any other lifestyle boosts mentioned?
A few supplemental ones, yeah. Vitamin D came up again from sunshine.
The pep talk vitamin.
Right. Helps regulate immune cells. Aiming for maybe 10-30 minutes of sun a few times a week, carefully.
Or if sun's not an option.
Fatty fish, egg yolks, fortified foods. Or a supplement, but best to check with your doctor first.
What about things to avoid?
Smoking was huge, described as basically inviting a wrecking crew into your lungs and weakening defenses everywhere. Getting help to quit is massive for immune health. And alcohol. Heavy drinking got called out. It's like sending your immune system on a bender. impairing its function.
So moderation is key there too.
Yeah, sticking to general guidelines, like the CDC's 1 drink a day for women, 2 for men, as a rough guide.
It's interesting how things we don't always connect to getting sick, like smoking or heavy drinking, have such a direct hit on our defenses. Makes you rethink calling them self-care.
Absolutely. And bringing this all back to right now, May 25th, 2025, we know there are ongoing challenges. Viral variants, the general stress of life.
Yeah, it can feel a bit overwhelming, like where do you even start?
But the real takeaway, the core insight from all these notes, is that it's the small, consistent changes that add up.
You don't have to overhaul everything tomorrow.
Exactly. Pick one thing, swap 1 drink for water, take a 15-minute walk, try 1 healthy recipe.
And those small wins board up.
They really do. Your immune system quietly benefits from every single positive step.
Before we wrap up, the notes also mentioned busting some common myths. Things people think help, but maybe don't.
Good point. Myth number 1, megadosing vitamins makes you invincible.
Taking handfuls of vitamin C.
Yeah, the notes were clear. Your body can't absorb crazy amounts. You mostly just create expensive pee. Stick to normal doses unless a doctor says otherwise.
Okay. Myth 2. You can boost your immune system into some kind of super state.
Right. It's not like leveling up in a game. The goal is support and balance. An overactive immune system can actually attack your own body. That's autoimmunity.
So boosting isn't really the right word.
Smart support is the goal, not overstimulation.
And myth 3. Natural always means better or sufficient on its own.
Natural remedies can have value, sure, but they don't replace the basics. Good diet, sleep, stress management, or necessary medical advice and things like vaccines.
Some of those immune boosting powder.
The notes were pretty blunt about some of those, especially from certain sources,
Yeah.
comparing them to overpriced fairy dust next to real lifestyle changes.
It really highlights the appeal of a quick fix versus the power of consistent fundamental care, doesn't it?
It really does. So, summing up this deep dive, your immune system is truly incredible, a built-in superpower, constantly juggling threats.
And the message is actually quite empowering. We can support it through what we eat, how we move, rest, managing stress, hydration, smart choices.
You're giving it the tools it needs to do its job well, protecting you.
It's not about never getting sick, maybe, but about building resilience.
Exactly, enabling its natural strength and adaptability.
Okay, so a challenge for everyone listening based on all this. Pick one thing.
Just one.
Maybe it's adding that extra glass of water, maybe a short walk outside, maybe turning off screens 30 minutes earlier tonight. Just pick one action.
And commit to it for 1 week, 7 days.
See how it feels, because that's small step. That's you actively investing in your own defenses.
You're becoming your body's best ally, the hero of your own health story, in a way.
Absolutely. And as we leave you to think about that, here's one final thought. We know the immune system learns and adapts. We also know the world keeps throwing new health challenges our way. So what's the single most important mindset shift we need individually, collectively, to really prioritize long-term immune resilience in this complex world?
Something to ponder.